need to wake up and tell those communists that we have freedom and we love freedom. So thank you for coming. And to the boys in blue and ladies in blue, we know that you're on our side. We know that you're just trying to do your job, but we love you and we love that you do what you do. Thank you. And we also know that many of you do not support the Vax Pass. We know that. Thank you. You know, I just came here today just to voice my frustration. And, you know, as we wait for Chris Sky to get here, I thought, you know, I went on Amazon and bought this speaker, well, just to see what I can say to everybody, but I want to thank everybody for showing up on their Saturday. We all have better things to do, but this is very important. So again, thank you. If anybody else wants to say something, please come up. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Put it close to your mouth.
This is my first time doing this.
Put your mouth closer to your mouth. Right against
my mouth.
Right. Close.
Thank you all for being here today. This is my first time.
Hold it flat. Hold it flat. Like this. No, point it down.
That's how to use it.
Thank you all for being here today. This is my first time here at one of these protests, and I'm just here to stand up. I'm from the Telegram group with Chris Sky. Everyone else is from there. So this is my first time here. I just want to say thank you all for being here. We love Canada. This is why we came here to Canada. We came here for freedom. We didn't come here so we can go to Tim Hortons and you can't even buy a cup of coffee without getting jabbed. It doesn't make sense at all. This is a complete hoax. Everyone knows this is a hoax. They're lying to us about the numbers. Everyone knows that the numbers are almost impossible to die of coronavirus. This is a hoax that was made up to enslave us, to take away our rights and freedoms, and we will not allow these losers to push us around, take away our rights and dignity.
Like Saudi
We
Arabia
came
here?
to Canada for a better life. We did not come here to be enslaved. We did not come here so you can't get a haircut without you got, I don't even know how many jobs, whatever the hell that they're telling us that we have to do now. I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm not pro-vaccine. I don't give a shit. I don't care how it should be. It doesn't matter if you got 100,000 vaccines or 2 vaccines. The issue is it can't be mandated. They can't force you to do something that you don't want to do. What happened to my body, my choice? What happened to that? Every time you open your mouth here, it's my body, my choice. What about this one? Why can I say no? Who are you? They're threatening you with your job. They're trying to take away your freedom, your livelihood. I already got 2 of those corona tickets from those corona police losers. They're not even police officers. I don't even know what they are. But they came to my business in May, and they said, oh, you're not socially distancing. Oh, you're not wearing a mask like this. You're not socially distancing. You're not an essential business. You're not. Who the hell are you to tell me I'm an essential business? Fuck you. This is how it works. I don't know if you're supposed to swear or not, but anyway, all you have to do is say no. There's no one. I know you guys are scared. You guys are afraid to say no. You guys are afraid to stick out. Just say no. Just say no. Take off your mask. When you go to Tim Hortons, don't put it on. Just go up there and say, give me my whatever you drink. That's all you got to do. I've been doing that the whole time. I've never put on a mask. I have never, ever, ever put one on. It's a hoax and it's a lie. And you guys need to wake up. Tell the people around you. Tell them. Be honest with them. If you love the people around you, you would tell them to their face. Even though they'll hate you for it. Just say, no, I don't want to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. You have that right here in Canada. This is why we're all here. I see so many different colors here. Everyone's a different color. So we all came here for a reason, for freedom. Freedom! Don't let these losers push you around. Just stand up and say no. If they threaten you with something, you just tell them, go away. Whatever. I don't know what to tell you. At this point, none of these politicians care about us. No politician cares about you. They all hate you. They all want to take everything from you. You have to stand up for yourself. Stand up and just say no. Because at this point, no one's going to save you guys. You guys have to defend yourself and your family. No one's here to protect you.
Hi everybody, I'm just going to talk for 1 minute. Unfortunately in Canada, we don't have any more democracy. We have a combination of this woke Marxism with crony capitalism all working together. That's why you don't see the NDP talking, you don't see the Marxists talking, they're all on the same payroll. That's why you have Trudeau talking like Adolf Hitler, saying that people like us, we shouldn't sit next to someone who is vaccinated. That we put kids in danger. What did Hitler say? Said, we are going to protect our youth from foreign influences, from Jews. We're going to keep our youth strong. It's the same mentality, guys. It changed to crony capitalism, woke Marxism, but the mentality is the same. They want to control you. They want to make you submit. They want to make you feel that you're guilty. They want to make you lose your livelihood. These people are psychopaths. And you win this battle only if you grow some cojones, if you're a man, and if you're a woman, find your motherhood, protect your kids against these psychopaths, non-compliant, and fucking thugs! By a show of hands, whose first time is it here today? Me too! Last week, how many of you were considering coming and you didn't? How many of you took the chance and said, today I'm going to come? Hands up! Amazing. Next week we can double that number if we want to, and we will! Here I have 100 odd copies of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. God-given rights that each and every one of you are entitled to by your birth. Do not let mere men take your God-given rights.
Coronavirus is the vehicle to push the vaccine. Right. It's the vehicle to push the vaccine so that elite, insane people who think that they're better than everyone else in the world can reduce the population of the world by up to 6 billion. All they want are themselves and the workers that they need to run the farms and clean the toilets. Fuck them. The vaccine is not about health, it's about control. This has been in the planning for decades. The coronaviruses are patented by Fauci, the CDC, the NIAID, the Research Institute of the U.S. Army, and the Wuhan Lab. The people that are making money from the patents are making money from the vaccine. And they got billions of people to exterminate themselves.
Alright, we gotta go down here. Thank you!
Looks like everybody's gathering on the other side there, so let's go there.
Come this way.
Ladies and gentlemen, next week is also
rats out there. Shitty as fucking wood.
Pulled me over and told me that I had a warrant
Sorry.
from Perry Sound, although I've never been arrested in Perry Sound, ever, like ever. Nobody's even, no police officer there has ever even asked my name. So they took me in on this warrant, and of course, Chris heard I got arrested, so of course, Chris came down to the police station, and of course, 13 police officers surrounded and arrested him. And what they arrested him on was a breach of his undertaking. However, it's complete nonsense, because those breaches only exist under a stay-at-home order. So we were both held as political prisoners. I was released 5 hours later because obviously they used me as bait to get him. And it took our lawyer 51 hours to finally get him released. However, the condition of his release, although our matters had absolutely nothing to do with one another, was that he's not allowed to talk to me or come within 50 to 100 meters of me. So make no mistake, he's here. He's gonna have to do his speech because he also can't go within 100 meters of 100 people or more. But he's gonna have to do his speech from there. But I'm sure he'll give you instructions after that so that you can see him in person. So, because nothing is gonna stop us. Nothing. That's the best part about working with these guys for almost 2 straight years. We don't need to talk. We already know what each other are thinking. So it's great. I'm gonna invite the first person up here. He is part of our team and has been since day one. I'm so proud to have these guys beside me through all of this, and I would rather walk through hell with no one else. Vlad Sobolev from Hawks Over Masks, We're All Essential, Facts Over Fear, and all the other ones. Come on up here, honey.
Hello, beautiful Toronto! What a time to be alive! What a time to be alive! Who's excited to be alive? Who's excited to be a human? I love you so much, you have no idea. My goodness, what a week, what a week. Oh no, I appreciate it, guys. You know, you are awesome and you are all on this outstanding. And what's up? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 I know, only money. Thank you. People know the truth. Unmask the truth, everybody. Unmask the truth. So, quick intro, and I'll come back in the middle a little bit later. I just want to give you guys a little bit of the updates, and then I'll come and give you like a real message. But I'm a health coach by trade primarily, right? I've been educating people about taking personal responsibility for their lives for almost 20 years. So what I do right now is not that much different. It's just I have a much bigger platform, and trust me, I don't take it lightly. I take it with huge responsibility, the position of leadership that I have, And I prove it to myself first and all of you in my actions that I take every single day. And that's really what leadership is all about. It's leadership in action and choices and actions that you take every single day to empower yourself and people around you. And if we have that mindset, imagine the impact that we all can make together. We are all living truly unprecedented time in the history of humanity. And I'm so blessed to be here with all of you. And don't engage with people, guys, don't engage. People are scared, confused. People have been part of a cult. It's called scientism. That's the cult. Okay? I call it COVIDism. You know? People being brainwashed and indoctrinated, and it's very sad. So I have compassion for those people, and I ask you to do the same. Hey, have compassion for the people. Offer them the place of understanding on what's really going on and what's really taking place around them. Just understand, when people are exiting the cult, they are confused and scared. And they need someone to offer them a space for understanding. And you can be that person. More than anything, people in power know that as long as they keep dividing us and separating us, they're going to be in charge. But what a beautiful sight to see when people of all walks of life come together. All walks of life. All walks of life. As much as they try to divide us, it only brings us together, stronger and bigger. And this is happening all around the world. You are on the right side of the history. Educate yourself. History is where we need to get grounded in and have that space of understanding that what's going to happen next is going to be up to us. It's going to be up to us to determine what kind of world our children are going to live in. That's as important as anything else. So I'll come back a little bit to share the main message. I just want to kick it off a little bit. It's exciting to see everything happening, especially in the last 3 days in Toronto. And again, I'm just one man. We need to do whatever it takes. We need to do whatever it takes, put everything on the line. And guess what? I'm not moving an inch from the line. Imagine if we all do the same. We just hold the line. We don't attack. We're not becoming aggressive. We're just standing tough and strong in our space. That's ours. United, not compliance is the only way. So stand with us. We are one. We are all essential. And freedom is essential in our glorious country of Canada. And again, like I said, we got to ensure. Oops. One.
Yeah, you're good.
1-1.
It's good, it's good.
Guys,
Go ahead, keep going.
can we have a couple guys come over here? Sorry guys, we had a hard time getting a PA system. We need 2 people to hold these speakers up high. Please and thank you, Thomas, you're amazing. Chris, you're awesome.
Who wants the shoulder workout? Shoulder workout. Hold the speakers high. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, lots of action's been taken. The important thing is, we all can make a difference if we come together. This can literally end in 2 weeks. Like, I flew in from Vancouver on Tuesday because I knew Wednesday will be the most important day in the history of this country, because Ontario is the largest province.
Oh, 1 second.
My bad, guys.
It's okay, it's okay.
I'm on electronics.
No, it's on. Yeah, just be careful not to hit that button.
Check.
Let me know, okay?
1-1-1-1.
That's never been booted out of an email. Let alone.
Hey guys, we're having a little bit bit of a technical difficulty. Just give us 2 seconds.
It was sad that our old people are so disgusting. You guys are so disgusting.
Wow, look at all these people. This is the Dundas Square I remember. Amazing.
Who's seen the Eaton Center video from Wednesday? Who's hungry for some soup? Who wants to eat some soup? I gotta tell you, about 1 million people have seen me eating the soup so far, right? And that's all we gotta do. We just have to go about our lives. All right? Don't be intimidated. Don't be pushed around, okay? I'm gonna bring on stage and then I'm gonna come back for the real message of action and dedicated work that we all should be doing. But I wanna bring out on stage a man of integrity, a man of action. I have tremendous respect for people doing what they're gonna say they're gonna do, right? Integrity above all. Integrity above all. And this man walks the walk and talks the talk and making things happen. We went together to Yorkdale on Thursday. So Wednesday was Eaton Center, food court, Freedom Lunch, hashtag Freedom Lunch. Thursday, I went to Yorkdale. I called this man, you know, we want to come by quickly. We're going to have a Yorkdale lunch, Freedom Lunch. He came by. We said it was a beautiful thing that happened. And then what it is that this man right here will help us get our city back. I've been living in Toronto for 21 years. Okay, and we're gonna have big speakers in 6 minutes, so this is like a warm-up, guys, okay? So don't worry.
This is a warm-up.
This is a warm-up, right? We need somebody to do shoulder workout. But I'm gonna bring this amazing man that's gonna help us get our city back. I love the city so much. I had to move to Vancouver because I have a newborn daughter. I want to make sure that I can go to the hospital and be there like a human, right? And that's what I had to do. But I'm here, I'm coming back as often as I can, making a difference in the city because this is the main battleground. This is the main battleground, guys. Toronto is the spot that we're not gonna give up. We're gonna have stand here hard and strong, and like I said, do not hold the line, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna bring on stage Danny DeSantis, a future leader for this tremendous city. In fact, a leader already. He just needs a title, but we're all gonna help him get next year. Danny DeSantis, everybody.
Oh wow, we got a lot of people showing up here. I figured I'm gonna change it up. Forget about the jacket. We're gonna go old school right about now. Yeah. Because I think we got a big battle. We're fighting for freedom, I guess. That's what we're fighting for. Who I am. So I'll introduce myself this way. You know, on the back ends, I've been watching this movement. And this movement's really come together. People coming out. People understand that our rights and liberties are being attacked. Essentially freedom. That's what we're here for. I want to make it clear, you know, a while back, over here Dundas, we had a big problem with our men in blue, women in blue. And I want to let them know that we're on the same side. I see a lot of them coming and understanding. So it had nothing to do with them. The most important thing we need to do is we need to come together, not just our movement, not all of us put together. We're a multicultural city, and we need to come together. Together we will win. Together we will win, there's no doubt about it. So I stand here not as any leader. I stand here just as a voice, because every single person here is a leader. And I speak on behalf, I guess, I hope for everybody. You know, my parents came from Italy. I'm sure people heard this already. They came from Italy. And they came here because this was the land of the free. Freedom of speech, freedom of movement. And that's why we come here. That's why we understand. We've never seen this amount. You know, here's our great Toronto workers. You know, we never seen so much division. And I blame two entities. And I blame the mainstream media. They need to be more honest. And I'll tell you, if I decide to do this May 1st, because I need the support of the people. Because right now I'm not running nothing. I'm just running my mouth. Yeah. So I gotta put my mouth where the action, right? I gotta do what I have to do and let people know. So I'm a private guy, but I said, you know what? I got to come out and fight. I got to come out and fight. And I'll tell you something, there's no alternative motive. There's nothing because I want to be some special title, because it means nothing to me. Okay? I've done very well, and I'm not here to be a braggadocio kind of guy. I've done well because I'm ambitious, and I never take no. I never take no for an answer. So, you know, I want to talk about the movement quickly. I'm going to leave those are Toronto guys. Those are city guys. By the way, have you seen our city guys, Toronto city guys, come out? Have you seen the fire guys come out? Have you seen the police come out? They understand what's happening. When you start forcing any sort of injection in anybody's body, fundamentally, it's wrong. That's why everybody's here. That's why you see people coming out in numbers. So my parents came here, and they stood for freedom because they understood an opportunity. And my opportunity was to go out there and you know, work and build businesses. That's what I did. I was lucky. You know, he's got a sense of humor, I guess, because today I stand over here and I would never think that I could even be speaking. I was a shy guy. I was like, I can't talk. I can't even put words together. But I just figure it out. So, you know, in about a year's time, there's going to be something very special. It's going to be very special for this city, and it's going to be special for me, you know, because I'm going to stand on behalf of this city. There's a big election happening. My point is this, and I can't really talk too much about it because I guess the rules restrict me from saying something, but not too far, guys, and I said this before, not too far, you have a mayor that has been absolutely attacking our rights and liberties and freedoms.
Fuck John Tory!
And John Tory, he knows there's a DeSantis coming. He knows. I know him. I know him very well, as a matter of fact. Not very well. I've sat down with him many times. And today, I stand against everything that he believes in because the people, you see, I stand with the people, not the politicians. I stand with the people because the force of the people is going to bring back the freedom. Not me, the people. And the people have been standing up all day long. So, you know, I'm very proud of everybody. I'm proud of even myself standing here. You know, I'm like, wow, I actually...
Me too, man. Me too, man.
So, everybody come together. We're going to continue to fight. And don't allow them. You know, inform yourself. Know the law. When they say you can't, well, you know the law. You pull out the law. You saw, was it Dermot and Jody? Was it Jody? It was unbelievable. It's viral. It went viral. And you see Vlad. Where's Vlad? Vlad doing this thing. Look, I'm going to go back to this movement, guys. I know that some people think that people have alternative, you know, guys, we're speaking the same English. We need to come together. So, you know, we need to come together. It's important. And censorship, you know, I'm not going to talk about something that hit me last week. I'm going to leave that because it's irrelevant right about now. Censorship is a no-no in my books, and people need to be able to speak. The media needs to be more honest, and those are the people that have absolutely put our city to where we are today. And we see it all around the world. So I like to say this, and I said it before, you know, down south, we have a beautiful Governor DeSantis fighting for the American people, putting them all in the back, fighting for freedom right now. Right now, it's happening right now. Soon, I promise you, if the people understand what I'm at, soon you're going to have a DeSantis right here fighting for Toronto all day long, fighting for freedom. I promise you this, that every single thing that we're standing for, we're going to bring it right down to City Hall and let everybody know. Because we've seen it doesn't matter what city councilors. I want to say this. When I say if I decide to run, I want to run such a campaign where I want to bring it from the bottom to the top, similar to what I'm all about, from the bottom to the top with school board trustees, public trustees, Catholic trustees, from city councilors, 25 different city councilors, and then on the top is some badass mayor, maybe DeSantis, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna bring these guys on check. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I come here. I hope you support me, and I'm not here. So I'm talking about support, that tell somebody, because we're getting shadow banned. Tell somebody that there's a DeSantis that cares. I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to fight for everybody. I'm going to fight for my mom and dad. I'm going to fight for everybody. So I'll leave it at that. I know we have a lot of intelligent speakers. I'm not so intelligent right about now, but let's put the intelligent guys on. I love you guys. I'm DeSantis. Oh, one other thing, okay? I got my business cards. I guess this is the way it's got to be. If you didn't get one of my business cards, there's a bald Italian dude. That's me. And in the back, there's some social media, which I'm probably shadow banned. I urge people to scan this. And, you know, I want to join the fight. Join the fight. So come. And I want to give out. And I got a lot of hats. I think I gave out a lot of them. But I got more. I'm giving them out. It's on me. It's on DeSantis. Just wear it proudly and post it. I love y'all. Thank you.
Danny DeSantis, everybody! Are you gonna help him get rid of Tory or what? I've known this man for at least 15 years. I'm telling you, if anybody could do it, it's him. He just needs your guys' support. The next speaker that I'm gonna invite up, her name is Christine Massey. She has been one of the fundamental reasons why we have been able to confront and hold accountable these politicians for their absolute bullshit. Christine Massey can be looked up. All you gotta do is write Christine Massey and COVID in Google, and you will learn that she was the first person to reveal that this virus has never been isolated. Christine, all right. I'm like still looking for you. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the isolation issue. I'm just going to mention really quick something I saw for the first time yesterday. I saw the logo for Operation Warp Speed, and that's the U.S. program where they're rolling out the vaccines very quickly. What they're using for their logo is an ancient Tibetan symbol called the Antakarana. The Antakarana is said to represent and help cultivate your higher energy centers, your higher consciousness, your connection to your higher self, or God. And what they've done is they took that symbol, they added some ridiculous squiggles to it, and they slapped a cartoon image of their imaginary virus smack in the middle. What they're telling us, right in our faces, hidden in plain sight, is that the purpose of those vaccines is to block your connection with your higher self and your God. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, so a quick note about myself. I have a master's degree from the Dalai Lama School of Public Health at the University of Toronto. But much more importantly, I can read and I can think for myself, just like all of you, right? And it's not a copy that COVID-19 is nothing but a gigantic global fraud. We have proof of this, and it's all on my website. My website is fluoridefreepeel.ca. Okay, so it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that public health officials actually have to carry out investigation and science to know if there's actually a new microbe causing disease. They don't just know these things. So there's logic-based steps that have been accepted for decades as the appropriate way of figuring these things out. The first foundational step is isolation, also known as purification. You have to separate the thing of interest from everything else in a patient sample. Once you've done that, then you can extract the genetic material from it and sequence it. You can characterize it, and you can carry out controlled experiments to find out if it actually does spread disease from host to host. Without doing that step, you haven't really even begun to investigate whether there's a new virus or anything else causing disease. Nevertheless, if you read the methods sections, there's many papers claiming to have isolated this virus in many countries. And if you read those papers, what you find in the methods section is that instead of isolating or purifying an alleged virus,
So what they do is they adulterate a patient sample with monkey kidney cells, fetal bovine serum, and toxic drugs. Then they watch for harm to the monkey cells that they themselves poisoned and starved. And once they see the predictable harm to the monkey cells, they conclude that they have proven the existence of the virus and they have isolated it, which is completely irrational, anti-scientific, and just plain dumb. Yeah. So pseudoscience is actually too dignified a word for virology. Sorry, I have to read, but I get nervous if I have to read. So, by publicly claiming that they isolated the virus, virologists give the false impression that they're carrying out these logic-based steps when they've done nothing. They also perform the completely meaningless tests that are utterly capable of detecting any virus. They make meaningless comparisons with so-called genomes that they themselves fabricated and do not correspond to anything in nature. And they fraudulently claim that their exercises and logic confirm the imaginary virus. Then these virologists, who are actually society's true quacks, label their man-made concoction of monkey cells, patient sample, fetal bovine serum, and toxic drugs as virus isolate. And this is what they use to develop tests and so-called therapeutics and vaccines. So this is not the application of scientific method. It has nothing to do with public health. It's wild, irrational speculation, and it's blatantly fraudulent. And this is true of virology in general, not just COVID-19. So after learning all this, what I did, I started submitting Freedom of Information requests to Canadian institutions just to verify if they actually did have any record of proper isolation or purification of the alleged virus. So far, we have responses from 31 Canadian institutions. 30 of them admitted flat out that they have no record of anyone on the planet having purified this alleged virus from any patient sample. The list includes Health Canada, where they have authorized dozens and dozens of so-called vaccines and so-called therapeutics and diagnostic tests. It includes National Research Council of Canada, National Sciences and Engineering Research Council, the Ontario Ministry of Health, Public Health Ontario, Public Health Quebec, BC's Ministry of Health, BC's CDC, BC's Provincial Health Services Authority, the Newfoundland and Labrador Department of Health, New Brunswick's Ministry of Health. McGill University, and also our current Medical Officer of Health for Ontario is Dr. Kieran Moore. He was the Medical Officer of Health in Kingston, Frontenac, Lennox, and Addington at the time that I did my request. He too has no record of anyone on the planet having purified the alleged virus. The list also includes all 5 of the Canadian institutions that fraudulently claimed to have isolated the virus. These include the Gates-funded Vaccine and Infectious Disease Organization at the University of Saskatchewan, where researchers also developed and are running a human trial on a fraud-based injection. It includes Sunnybrook Health Sciences Centre, Mount Sinai, right here in Toronto. It includes University of Toronto, which brags of its close ties with the criminal vaccine manufacturing outfit Sanofi Pasteur. And the U of T has been involved in developing fraud-based injections, and they've imposed an unlawful and despicable injection mandate. It also includes McMaster University, where the researchers are developing homegrown fraud-based jabs, and where the administration has also imposed an unlawful mandate. The Public Health Agency is the one institution that would not admit flat out that they have no records. They provided me a study that they had supported that didn't even pretend to have isolated the virus, but did carry out meaningless PCR tests and these ridiculous monkey cell procedures. People around the world have also submitted requests to institutions in their countries, and we have responses now from 107 institutions in over 20 countries. You can find them all on my website. It includes Anthony Fauci's National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, New Zealand Ministry of Health, Australia's Department of Health, many universities that had fraudulently claimed to have isolated the virus. It includes Italy's National Institute of Infectious Diseases, India's Council of Medical Research, from many institutions from the UK, and the European Centre of Disease Control and Prevention. So in other words, public health officials have no evidence to support the story of a virus, let alone a pandemic. COVID-19 and the anti-science field of virology and the vaccine industry are global frauds based on purely theoretical imaginary viruses, meaningless tests that do not test for any virus, fraudulent diagnoses, meaningless statistics, and medical malpractice. There's no common denominator of any sort to all these so-called COVID-19 cases. Every statistic is worthless except for analyzing the extent of this global fraud. So COVID-19 has nothing to do with protecting public health. It's a cover story for a very dark and sinister globalist agenda. So thank you for coming out and standing up against this global fraud. The truth will set us free. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Christine Massey. The next person I'm going to invite up here has become one of the closest people to me. He is the High Chief of the Rasta Maroon tribe. Put your hands together for High Chief David Smith.
Yo!
Yo!
Rastafari!
One, Reggie!
Blood clot! Bumbo clot! Those are good words.
Yes, sir.
They tell you it's bad word, but it's the name of an African god.
Yes, sir.
Bumbo clot. When we use it, we call it word, sounds, and power. Right now I say, it's our unity that's gonna make us win this thing here. From a long time ago, something came on the earth, I don't know what it is, and they use your complexion against mine.
Yes, sir.
They make me hate you and you hate us and you think I'm a threat to you. They are the real threat.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what are they. No. If we can't come together, we will never defeat this evil. We say, get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Hey, look here. I'm gonna show you something. I'm not showing up.
Hey, take it off.
Look at this beautiful body.
Yes, sir.
Which guy gonna put something in this without my consent?
Yes, sir.
Look how long we've been coming down here. Look how long, and we can't get sick. Can't you get it? Oh, I'm talking to the wrong people. I think we're wasting our time. We're talking to the like-minded. We don't need to talk to the like-minded. We need to find the people who they coerce and give them money. It's all about money, my brethren and sisters. These politicians, even in Jamaica, they sold out.
Yeah.
They bought them. They have to deliver. They have to deliver. Right now in Jamaica, they have these armored cars. I don't know why Jamaica need it. You try and go on the website and you see these armored cars, they have come down into Jamaica. You know why? We are true warriors down there. Yeah. But we don't want it to come that way, especially here. What they want us to do is break glasses. They want us to burn buildings. They want us to fight so they can bring out the National Guard. And when that happens, we can't even be here again. So we have to do everything in our power to show love. Love. We are not the enemy. Right now in France, you may not know, the vaccinated are fighting the unvaccinated. Go check it out. Literally kicking, punching. You will see it. And the media not showing you this. And we have a prime minister talking about, I am the problem. You are the problem. They're putting people against people. A prime minister. Every time they run for power, they always say, we're going to bring the people together. This one telling you that the unvaccinated is causing the problem. Is it last year or this year?
some people come to Jamaica. And I was looking at a dog right there. I love dog like how I love woman. I love dogs. These people come from Canada and they brought a lot of dogs here. They say for people to get them. Anybody here getting a dog from Jamaica? No. Those dogs were used for experiment. Yeah, those dogs are dead now. I call all over, I try to get these dogs because they run out of animals to test on. My brethren and sisters hoping. I'm talking to the wrong people. Your eyes are open. So I say, listen, love is gonna win this. Love is gonna win this. Hey, yo, watch out. You see me? Me love to fight. Yeah, I'm a warrior. But we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because we can't win with guns and knives and bombs. Trust me. This is the biggest war of our life. This is the biggest war. It's a spiritual war. And we have to chant them down. We have to chant them down. All religion, all people have to come together, my sisters and brethren. It's never about religion. It was never about skin color. It was about divide and conquer. And together, we're going to conquer this bomber class. Bomber class. Bomber class. Bomber class. I love you.
Thank you. That's High Chief David from the rest of our own tribe. And you know, I'm so grateful to have him stand beside us. You know, we traveled across this country, and just last week, I was given probably the best privilege I could ever have. And two clan mothers, one from the Dene tribe and one from the Cree tribe, just appointed me as an official ambassador so that I could step inside international court and defend you guys against this government. And we're gonna do it because we've got the best network possible. Everybody in our network has been working so hard, everyone across the country, and I want to give a brief shout out to some of the organizations that couldn't be here today. Empowering the children. They have done amazing things for these kids. Stand for thee. They've been kicking butt behind the scenes with your rights and your liability letters. EthicsOverFear.com. If you're a student, if you're a government employee, if you're just an employee and you need to fight for your job, EthicsOverFear.com. Go and get that liability letter. Rise Up Durham and Dermot Pomeroy. And I forget the name of his new group. Something to do with kids sports, but he's absolutely amazing. What is it? GameOnCanada.org. So you guys got to go and support that guy's been working his butt off with us since the beginning. So we've got Paul Latucci from Stand Up Canada who's been working on the legislation and the language of law to make sure that people, regular people, can understand what the heck is happening because they use two different languages, a common English and legalese. And that is why we didn't know any of this was coming. But now, because of all of you guys, every single one of you, look at where we are. We've got over 60% of the population of this country in support of each other. And it is fantastic. We started a brand new organization. It's called the Canadian Democratic Defense Association. It's not an association that gives directives. This is just a place for all of the organizations to collaborate and exchange resources to ensure that every single Canadian can get access to the help that they need against this bullshit. The next person I'm going to invite up here has also been with us since day one. I am so proud of her. She's Druthers News #1 reporter. Everybody put your hands together for Zoe.
I don't even remember the last time we had such a big crowd here at Dundas Square. It feels so good to be back. It's amazing. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all of you guys over there for listening to us. It's all very appreciated.
1 second.
Not just switch to.
We're gonna switch your mic. You can put those down and turn them off.
So switch right there.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Give me that.
Give it up for the camera and for the radio, man, guys. Come on, man. Come on.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, Toronto?
How sick was that?
This powerful lady right here, I'm blessed to know for over a year. It's tremendous to see the bright leadership we have in this country. And that's why I'm so excited about our future, because it's right here.
Thank you, everybody. I just wanted to talk quickly about school for all the kids out here. You know, last year actually, it was very hard for all of us. Most of school was online. It's horrible. This year, I've decided, like many of my classmates, to go back to school. And the indoctrination is insane. I was not expecting it at all. I have to admit that. There are kids in my school that walk around double masked and have like a button on their backpack that says, "I just got my COVID shot." So it's crazy. I'm not even joking. Sometimes teachers even have to wear microphones, like speakers, because the kids can't hear them under the double mask, the HEPA filters, the construction outside, the windows are always open. It's crazy! I'm not even joking. It's so crazy. And I'm not even blaming half of these teachers. I'm literally blaming TDSB, TCDSB, the government, because what they're mandating for all these kids is so stupid. It's horrible. We can't even put up signs about like our difference of opinion. You know, you get called by the principal and they're like, "Oh, somebody has been spreading the wrong information." I've had that issue twice happen to me already in 2 weeks at school. The teachers at school even, they're so brainwashed. I'm not even joking. And for anybody out here, if you're a teacher and you're listening to me, come on, don't teach your kids, don't teach every single kid in your class that they should be scared of something that they shouldn't even be scared of. It's so bad. I mean, any kids here, you know, if you go to school, you have to go on a mission. It's not just about making friends right now. We got to wake the kids up because this has gone too far. Especially for the younger ones, for the older ones, for everybody. We have to stop this. Especially now with the Vax Pass. What are they going to do? Like, are they going to start implementing this in school? And when is that going to happen? Like, literally, this is so horrible. We've already had a Vax Pass. I mean, well, it was different though. I mean, in my school I had an exemption for vaccinations before that. But are they going to start opening clinics? My school's downtown. What am I going to do? There's a hospital literally right across the street. Parents aren't allowed to go into school to see their kids, even if there is an issue. This is actually so scary. If people think about it, this is so scary. This is crazy. But this is literally, yeah, it's segregation. They're literally pitting us against each other. Another thing that I wanted to quickly talk about, there's no more clubs, everything is online, and this is not good for children's mental health. It's not good at all. Kids don't know how to socialize anymore. I've seen that firsthand. It's not good. I don't even know what's going to happen when they grow older, when we all grow older. I don't know how people are going to get a job or how they're going to even fit in this world when they can't even socialize with their peers or when they can't accept a different opinion anymore because there isn't any more talking or any debates. There's nothing like that. There's just this one mainstream idea that every single person at school follows. It's crazy. And for anybody out there, do not vaccinate us. I mean, I know it's not exactly, you know, it's the government doing it more, but for anybody out here, you can't just yell at us and say that everything is our fault. Because you know what? I'm not going to blame anybody anymore. It's the government's fault. It's not us. So you can't keep on doing this. Like, so done. But I just wanted to thank you guys again for coming out. This is a huge crowd. I really hope we can come back to Dundas Square more often because, well, let's face it, everybody sees us here. Yeah. So thank you again, and you know, stay strong, we got this.
Zoe! How's it going, Toronto? Man, I miss having my voice travel through these streets and losing it every single time it does. I'm so happy. Look at you guys. You know, and this is honestly such a blessing because it shows that all the hard work that everybody puts in is worth it when everybody shows up. You know, it is 100% illegal to force someone to disclose their medical privacy. If you work in retail or restaurant or anywhere where your boss is telling you that you need to ask people for a vaccine passport, would you ask them to buy a strip of cocaine? No, because it's why? It's a crime. Well, so is asking them for a vaccine passport. And if you don't want to be held criminally liable in your own individual capacity, then let our people go! The next person I'm going to invite up here is another young darling that's been around since the beginning. Come on over here, Tony. Put your hands together for Ellie. You guys might remember her beautiful voice.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say a few words about this situation from a teen's point of view. I am missing out on the vital parts of this time of my life. I've missed out on my first dance, and I've missed so much time to spend with my friends. Because of vaccine mandates, I might not get to go to the mall or a restaurant with my friends. Normal things I should get to experience. My social life, one of the most important things right now, has and is being stripped away. I've experienced discrimination as a 13-year-old because of my personal choices, because of my opinions. I can't even think about what else to say because everything has been said. We have said it 1,000 times. We all know the facts. We all know what's going on. So I don't understand why everyone else still doesn't. How do people not see that what is happening is not okay? How do people not understand that this is wrong? It makes me so frustrated. Your choice is your choice, and if you want to get a vaccine and poison your body, that's sad, and I suggest against it, but at the end of the day, it's your choice, but it's also mine. It's my choice of what I put in my body. I don't care when your choices affect you, but people's obliviousness is no longer just affecting them. It is affecting me, my family, my friends, and everyone else. The propaganda is really so strong that people think it's okay and a good thing to take away our basic human rights. This is not okay. Why are we still doing this? It's not that hard to see past the lies and think logically. It's not that hard to use some common sense. People really still think that after all this time that this is for your safety and that it's for your health. Open your eyes, people. Why is this still happening? How is this still happening? I don't understand how we are still in the same place we were almost 2 years ago, and it's getting worse. And the only reason for that is people complying and allowing this to happen. When we all say screw this, then they have no legs to stand on. They can't do anything when we all just say no. 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 But people are still out here blind and compliant to tyrannical rules. I don't know how to wake up people who don't get it by now, but I do know that there are a lot of us, and I know that we will continue to fight. And I want to say thank you to those of you who are fighting for the greater good.
Come on, you gotta do way better than that. Give it up for this one, man. How can you not be fired up? How old are you again?
13.
What? Let's go! This is our future. And we need every single man and woman and child to stand shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder. This is our country. This is our house. And these are our children. And we'll do whatever it takes to protect them. Yes and yes! Let's go! Got it?
How's it going? I bet you're missing Mr. Sky. He'll be here soon enough, don't worry. The next person I'd like to introduce has been leading the charge. You guys might remember all the way back in the beginning when Chris and I, we created Mothers Against Distancing. Get mad. Well, one of the chapters in Ontario, and I'd like to introduce the leader of that chapter. His name is JR from Sudbury, Ontario, the leader of MAD. Everybody put your hands together.
How is everybody doing here today? So I'm going to bring a warm welcome from Sudbury, Ontario. Last November, I came here to a rally. The rally I came to filled me with so much energy that I managed to take some of it back home, and we opened up a MAD chapter. When we opened up our MAD chapter, we had probably 4-6 people that would come out to a rally on average. September 1st at the hospital rally, we had over 600 people. We've got 1,100 people that have joined our group. And one reason why we're having success is it was mentioned that when we go out and we do exactly what we're doing and we keep our freedom and we protest for our rights, the police are going to show up and give us something that were really scary. So they gave me a bunch of these things. My job with MAD was to take these so that people could come out and feel safe to do so. So we've been growing week over week. I don't want to spend much time talking about that. My paralegal's killing the Crown in court, and we're just about finished this process. I can't wait. They're going to be withdrawing the charges. The problem is, the Crown doesn't want to do it on record, and my paralegal is making them do it. So by mid-October, there'll be a precedent set for everybody else who has some of these. And they're going to be the toilet paper that we told you they were. So another question we've been asked is, that's great, you're on the street corner, you're protesting, what is that doing? Well, what is MAD Sudbury doing? We're not sitting around waiting for our rights to be taken. We're taking action. We have people who have served NOLs, notices of liabilities, to their bosses. They're serving them to businesses. I've served one at my business for my employees and managed to win freedom for my employees, the ones that can't stand up. In doing so, many people have reached out. So many people, it's become quite overwhelming, and we've had to start grouping people together. We have nurses who think they're by themselves at the hospital. No, they're not. We have 16 to 20 just at our local hospital, and now they're starting to talk with people from other areas. We have teachers and school secretaries, janitors at the schools. We have them talking. In the last week, I'm very happy to announce that when we grouped up the miners, which is a big deal for us up north, all of the northern mines have reached out to me asking for assistance. Their union reps want to go to their employers and tell them their people need to have their charter freedom of choice to take this vaccine or not to. My job isn't to tell you to take it or not. My job is to fight for freedom, and that's what we do. I'm very proud that we're growing. It's nice to come here and see all of these people that are doing exactly what we're doing. We need more and more of this. And the one overwhelming sentiment I left this place in November with was the words, rise up. I have 4 kids. Many people in the crowd here have kids. My job is to fight for my kids' future, and I need all of you to do it so that my kids and your kids have what we had, and that was the freedom that my grandparents helped fight for, and your grandparents as well. So I'm going to end this speech with, The one thing that we need to keep doing is rising up. Our power's in numbers. We can do this. The people win every time. Don't give up. Thank you.
Freedom! Just say no! Just say no! Just say no! What?
Just say no!
Say what?
Just say no!
What?
Just say no!
That's right! We got one more speaker coming up here. Her name is Michelle. She is from We the People. She came down here with an entire bus load of people. Michelle, where are you? I'm going to give her a second to come up here. And while she's coming up here, there she is. Hello, beautiful. Look at these pink ladies. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm so proud of the mothers and the women. No offense to the men, you guys rock too. But honestly, this fight has been a woman's fight. It has been 100% maternal, and it's within all of us. And ladies, I know that in the past, a lot of women, they like to hate on each other. I am so proud to walk beside every single one of you women. You guys are the heart of life. You are the heart of children. You are the creators of life. And it's time for us to get that confidence,